Hey Monsoons, this is Mr. Evans, aka the Nerd Librarian. Today I have a clip from our latest show, the Nerd Librarian Show with Mr. Evans. This is Season 2, Episode 2, where we have the Windjammer, our journalism club, as a special live audience on the show. Everything's going great until suddenly it's not. The Windjammer wants to use the show as a platform to grill me about my practices as a librarian, and then things take a turn for the worst when they get a little personal. Let's take a look. Welcome back to another live episode of the Nerd Librarian Show with Mr. Evans, filmed in front of an audience of Mayfair's finest. Today we have Mrs. Blank and her 2019 journalism class. Good to have you guys. The Windjammer is amazing. Their reporting is crisp, interesting, and relevant. And I even hear they're about to add a digital aspect to their media arsenal, which is really exciting.
Leisure Editor, the Windjammer.
On the story here at Mayfair.
We're here live on the set of the Nerd Librarian Show with Mr. Evans. We'll get to see the inner workings of the show and hopefully get some answers to some of the more pressing library issues. Let's see what we have to find out today.
So it's great to have them here, and it should be a lot of fun. On today's show, hey, do you guys know any skeletons that have a great sense of humor, sing and play the guitar, and have a blob of gelatinous goo for their best friend? No? Okay. Well, you're about to meet one!
Wait, hold on a second, Mr. Evans.
Oh, hello. Yes, audience member, what's going on?
When's the question and answer portion of the show?
Okay. Well, there really isn't a question and answer segment to the show, but since you guys are my guests and you guys are the journalism staff, I'd be more than happy to answer some of your questions after the show. Okay, well, each show doesn't run too long, so I should be right with you.
Fine.
Okay, well, where was I? First off, yes, the Savage.
Excuse me, Mr. Evans. Can I just ask one question, please?
Wow, you guys really want to ask questions. You know what? Fine. This will probably be really fun, actually. Go ahead, young lady.
Pretty Masunu, Leisure Editor, the Windjammer. Mr. Evans, it's being reported that currently students have to put the red hot new novel, The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas, on hold and wait upwards of a month to check it out. Given the popularity of that novel and your duties as a librarian of this school, how do you explain not having enough copies available for your population?
Okay, wow, you're really coming out hot with your first question there. That's okay, it's a great question. The moment I saw that book was flying off the shelves, and for good reason, it's an amazing novel, I immediately ordered a few more copies of it. The process does take a little while, but those books should be here shortly. All right. Well, there are more questions. You guys are the press, so I guess this is the press conference segment of the show. Let's do it.
Mr. Evans, I have a question.
Right here.
Mr. Evans, there are signs on the computers in the library that state that you have remote monitoring and that everything that students do on the computers can be viewed by you and your staff at any time. Mr. Evans, isn't that an invasion of student privacy?
Absolutely not. The remote monitoring is there to protect the students, the computers, the staff, and all stakeholders of the Bellflower Unified School District. And on a side note, any other school you attend or employer you have will probably retain the right to view whatever you do on their network and their computers. So the reality is, it's an excellent opportunity to practice professional technology use and digital citizenship.
Mr. Evans,
You, right there.
Mr. Evans, there are those that say that the library are an institution in this new age of technology. What do you say about that?
To them, I say that if you believe that a library is four walls with books, I can see how you would misguidedly believe that libraries are not as necessary as they once were. However, libraries are not, nor have they ever been, four walls with books. Libraries are hubs of information, no matter how that information is shared. In this new technology era, the reality is that libraries are busier than ever assisting the community with information literacy. There are a lot of really cool new things happening in libraries, like this show.
Mr. Evans, question.
You.
Mr. Evans, it's been said that you cry a lot when you read sad books. What do you say to this accusation?
Oh, wow, that's getting a little personal. It's true, I do cry when I read a very emotional book, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Mr. Evans! Is it true that you will not be playing in the Hiram Chick Peterson Memorial basketball game because you have a deplorable jumper, even worse ball handling skills, and you get winded just lacing up your sneakers?
Okay, now that's just rude.
Mr. Evans!
You know what? That's it. Presser's over. I don't have to take this from you guys. Get this thing out of here. Oh man, I just can't catch a break from the press around here. Where was I? Hope you enjoyed it. Monsoons, if you want to see more, you can always check out our YouTube account. You can see how to find it on the graphic on the screen. Have a fun rest of your night.